and welcome to a new show. I'm your host, Jerry Aquino. A lot of big things happened this week. Like on Wednesday, President Joe Biden announced his long-awaited plan to deliver on a campaign promise to provide student debt relief. Finally, the plan so far involves canceling $10,000 of debt from millions of people and an additional $10,000 in singles for anyone willing to show him what that mouth do. Yeah, it's a policy left over from the Clinton years. I don't know if you knew. Speaking of lewd behavior, actor Gary Busey was charged with 3 counts of sex crimes last weekend. Apparently, he was groping and harassing folks at a convention called Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Busey claimed he was just playing a character inspired by the name of the convention, and later went on to elaborate that the character that he was playing was Gary Busey. Years of research for that role, he did. Really committed. Didn't see this one coming. In a school district in Missouri, spanking has been reinstated as a punishment. In related news, Lindsey Graham has moved to Missouri and enrolled himself in the 9th grade. He'll fit right in. Literally, he will fit. In other news, Paris Hilton, Chris Hemsworth, a bunch of other celebrities have launched an initiative to resurrect the Tasmanian tiger, a marsupial that went extinct in the 1930s. Cool, right? Somewhat unpromising, the human race is expected to go extinct after being mass killed by Tasmanian tigers. Keeping up with animals in the news, a giant panda named Kinkin has given birth to twin cubs at a breeding center in China's Shanxi province. There was no word on the father, but sources have not ruled out the possibility of it being Nick Cannon. How many does that make for him? A little less than a baker's dozen, right? Good for him. Or not. And finally, a man in Detroit has implanted his Tesla key into his hand in order to unlock and start his car. Yeah, you can read all about it in his new book, I Crashed My Tesla While Masturbating. Look, he didn't get hurt. He was not in the car. Stick around. We have more show. We are back, and I'm standing next to a big screen. Currently, there is $1.7 trillion in student debt in the United States. Joe Biden has plans to cancel student debt up to $20,000 per borrower, and many young students and Democrats alike are clamoring with excitement. But leave it to some Republicans to turn student debt relief into a bad thing in the worst way. Republican Jim Banks of Indiana, seen here asking if you like candy through a van window, tweeted out, "Student loan forgiveness undermines one of our military's greatest recruitment tools at a time of dangerously low enlistments." Was he trying to be an asshole or just a dickhead? Oh, Twitter took to him in Twitter fashion. Some had pretty great comebacks. At Ari Khan tweeted his response to Jim Banks' tweet, "You have to be something of a monster to think it. To say it out loud, you have to be something of a fucking idiot." Yeah. At Anshul Sag said, "Did he mean to explicitly state that the military is indentured servitude for many?" Yeah. And at Fred Van Lente was like, "Jesus Christ, dude, we satirists can't compete with this. Who will fill our military's graveyards if they can afford college instead?" And Fred's right. How can we compete with this kind of stupidity? I'm embarrassed to say, but here's how. Actually happened in Washington this week. This has been The Stand-In. We'll be right back. Welcome back to a new show. I'm Jerry Aquino, and I'm at the desk now. Let's get right into it. I find it funny when people are talking to me and they invoke one of the senses. Like, they start with, look, and then they'll rattle off whatever, or they'll say, listen, and start giving some excuse. I know that when someone starts with, look, or listen, I'm in for some long-winded explanation. But when someone says to me, here's the deal, I just pull up a twin bed and grab a pillow because I know it's going to be a long story to nowhere. Probably about student debt.
But here's the deal. The cost of education beyond high school has gone up significantly.
How significant, Joe? No, wait, forget I asked. Oh, no, he's just going to keep going.
The total cost to attend a public 4-year university has tripled, nearly tripled in 40 years. Tripled.
Tripled? Nah, he said that 3 times.
For 50 years, Pell Grants had been a key way for the federal government to help lower-income families, particularly those earning less than $60,000 a year, to send their kids to college. Those Pell Grants used to cover 80% of the cost of going to a public four-year college.
80%? That's like 80%.
Today, Pell Grants cover 30%, roughly 32%. That's 1/3 of the cost as opposed to before.
Okay, he just did math and lost me. Once I hear fractions, I tune out, and so does most of America. Look, Americans don't want some college grad talking down to them with fractions. That's not their language yet. That's the whole point. They haven't finished college. America needs words they understand, like, you know that money you owe for college? You don't owe it no more. Boom, done. Now enjoy this cat video. Approval points through the roof if we had a president who showed us cat videos after solving real economic problems. How much do you think your approval points would go up if you showed us more cat videos? Joe?
80%.
And that does it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. I'm Jerry Aquino. Thanks for watching. Bye.